Like, not even my mom believed in the idea at first. 3 months later, I'm like, Mom, quit your job. For 2 weeks, $825. The payment of the truck was $800. I stayed with $25, to pump gas.
Oh, man.
March 27, 2021 was the first day we opened here. And ever since, nunca nos han faltado los clientes. And right now, people are like requesting OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
That's the next big project. Coming soon, el OnlyFans de Taquitos.
Welcome. Good evening, Eagle Pass. Buenos noches. Hey, any different languages you got? This is Ruben Camario here, and I am the host of the Now You Know Eagle Pass podcast, where we give you the sweet, tasting knowledge of puro comida. We are here with the Birria King himself, Mr. Chavarria, and I am here at Taquitos con Sabor de Chavarria. Sir, thank you so much for inviting me. How you doing today?
Hey, Ruben, welcome to Taquitos con Sabor. Bienvenido, man. I'm so happy you're here today. So happy we're making this possible. Man. In Eagle Pass, this is just a crazy idea, to have a podcast, to host it in a food truck. And, a big shout out to all the clients that we have here tonight. Thank you for making, this dream of ours possible.
Awesome. And of course, this special episode is sponsored by Taquitos con Sabor de Chavarria. Everything that you see here, and of course all his partners, and he's a DJ. Everything has been supported by them. Thank you guys so much. This is a blessing, man. This is such a blessing.
Yeah, hello. Hey, thank you to Eric Ramos Photography for getting us that video, the cameras, the lighting. Thank you to Espuma Records with Coco Torres. Thank you to Saucedo also. Thank you to everyone that's making this thing possible, Appreciate the help. And we hope it's one out of many,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely want to do many. And, we try to promote small businesses on the show. We love the small businesses in Eagle Pass. These are the gems of Eagle Pass, guys. This is what makes Eagle Pass. Do you not agree? I mean, everybody can agree with me on that. I think so, in my opinion.
Yeah, hey, sorry about the sounds, but as we are recording this live, we're actually working right now. It's Friday night, and, it's one of our busiest days, so you're going to be hearing the orders coming out, and,
Yeah, you'll hear it, and hey, when I hear that noise, I smell the food. So guys, if you guys hear my stomach growling with these super high-tech mics, hey, sorry, man. Guys got to eat soon.
And we'll do the test review right now. The items live on the video.
Oh yes, definitely. And so what we have for you guys today. It's a very special episode. So we're gonna dive deep in Taquitos con Sabor de Chavarria. Of course, with Mr. Chavarria himself, we're gonna give you the big scoop on this. Well, maybe not the secrets, but definitely the origins. We're gonna dive in on what inspired the brand. Of course, what inspired Mr. Chavarria. We're gonna try to give you as much story as possible in a short time. So bear with us, man. I'm very excited. I'm stoked.
Hey, welcome to the podcast, Eagle Pass.
Right on. So we're gonna go ahead, Mr. Chavarria. We're gonna dive right in on your origin story here, and we'll get as much as possible as we continue the show. So let's go ahead and start with the origin, man. So I love Piedras Negras. Just so everybody knows, I've only been there maybe a few times, maybe 4 times, and man, I love it. I love just spending time in the park and just being. I can't imagine living there. And you lived there. You were born there, right?
Yeah, I was actually born in Eagle Pass.
Oh, you were born in Eagle Pass.
I was born in Eagle Pass, and then my parents took me to Mexico, and I was there until I was like 12. So my primary language is Spanish, and oh wait, hold on, the noises, the cars are passing by, and just a little information. We are located in Eagle Pass, Texas, which is border town with Piedras Negras, Coahuila. And we get a lot of clients that are like going down to Mexico, Shout out to all those clients that come from TikTok and stop by on their way to Mexico on Christmas and all that. We're right next to Piedras Negras, and I grew up there until I was 12 years old, and then I came to Eagle Pass. I learned Spanish first, and I came here when I was 6th grade. And,
I think they know we're out here, man, so that's why they're just revving their engines.
No, yes, but Eagle Pass, has treated me so good. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful culture that we have here in Eagle Pass. It's small, but it's about to just grow and expand so much. So it's the perfect time to join Eagle Pass, to be in Eagle Pass, to be part of Eagle Pass in the community.
Absolutely. We're always sharing the culture. We share the culture with Mexico. This is well, my first time actually living in a border town, coming from California. So it's been special. It's been special. I mean, of course, I gained like 50 pounds, but you know what?
Food.
Yeah, man, the food, and you see the community, the people of Eagle Pass, just coming together, especially, and then you have others from Piedras Negras. It's just a mixed culture, man, and it's how do I say it, man? It's intoxicating, honestly. And then when you share that and you have them, especially when you come to your business and they come do business over here with us, and we just kind of mix economies. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Yeah, everything flows, and Eagle Pass has always had my back. Early on in life, I was at a classroom, and then one of the teachers was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pay I need a DJ, and I'm gonna pay them $150." And I told the teacher, "I'll do it." $150. And I was 14. I could buy lemonade for everyone at the middle school. So I started to be a DJ, and ever since, the community of Eagle Pass has always had my back. I started DJing in the backyards, and then I started off DJing slowly into quinceañeras. July 22, 2013 was my first quinceañera ever at the ICT. So, there's a lot of history. And ever since, the community has had our back. I went to high school, CC Win High School. And, we started doing the high school parties. And then we moved into the weddings. And, Eagle Pass has always had my back, and I love Eagle Pass. I'll forever be grateful with Eagle Pass.
Oh yeah, and when you get the community like Eagle Pass behind your back, it's sweet. You just you feel it. You feel it. I feel like I'm kind of there, getting there a little bit. I'm just kind of up and coming, so that's why I love to promote small businesses for free. I got no price. I mean, just to expose you guys to the community and have the community on your back, like that's my fee, man. That's pretty much, dude.
And there's a need for that, so thank you for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the business here can grow more and more. We get more exposure. I'm sure this podcast, this small TikToks that we're going to make out of this podcast, they're going to reach all over the place. And people are going to see us, and they're going to be like, we saw it on a podcast, so we came and tried the food. And you'll be surprised how many people actually come here to Eagle Pass and try the food out of town.
Dude, I mean, when I always take my wife all the time, my wife Jackie over there, and she is taking me around the beauty and just checking out all the food, and that's how I first discovered this place. I mean, before Elder Eats came and everything, like, I'm not gonna say I'm responsible for it, but when I first, it was like I feel like it was OG, when I came and I tried the quesadilla tacos. And man, I was just like, wow, I had never had birria tacos before, and it was great. Like it was tasty, it was tangy. It's just something new, and it's always good to go out and find something new, because there's always something here in Eagle Pass, whether it's hole in the wall, mom and pop. You got your Chili's and all that stuff, but these, like I said again, this is the gems of Eagle Pass. And we'll dive in on that in just a second. So we want to talk more about you, and I know we have a list of things here that everything's interesting. I want to try to cover everything in such a small time. Let's talk about your mom and cutting hair and stuff. How does that come about, man?
Okay, so I grew up in Mexico, and we were not rich or anything. We just had enough, just to live. And one day I told my mom, I want to go to school, but I'm in Mexico, right? I'm in Piedras Negras, and I'm like, Mom, I want to go to school, and I want to learn English, because they wouldn't teach it on the public school. And then I told that to my mom, and she would cut hair. She had a salon in the living room, in the front of the house in Piedras, and that's how she was able to afford my like private school in Piedras Negras, which was a lot of money, a lot of haircuts, to make it happen. And ever since, she has always had my back, and that's how I learned English. I have a little accent, but hey, if my mom hadn't made that sacrifice back in the day, I would not be able to talk right now as much English as I do.
Yeah, we'll continue right after the sheriffs.
A big shout out to the sheriff department.
Big shout out to Sheriff's Department. Yeah, they're always protecting us out there. They got something going on. I hope everybody's okay. But you know what? There's nothing like a mom's sacrifice. A mom's love is it's unexplainable. Man. I think that's really great. How your mom made that sacrifice. You want to give a shout out?
Yeah, no, she's actually right now on the food trucks, you know. And a little fun fact about my mom, I don't want to jump in, but she's also a mom, so she would be scared for me for my crazy ideas. One time I tell her, you know, imagine your son telling you, hey, I want to sell birria, and I wanna get a food truck and start selling. And my mom, and what are you gonna sell? I was gonna sell, I'm gonna sell noodles, I'm gonna sell maruchans with birria. She was like, no one's gonna buy that. Like, not even my mom believed in the idea at first. And then, you know, fast forward about 3 months later, I'm like, Mom, quit your job. You know, I need help. And this is getting crazy and crazier and crazier. And, you know, right now she quit her job 3 months after we got the food truck started. And now she's with me full time, you know, and she's more on the managing side of it. And she helps me, you know, take care of it. And I also DJ, so many people don't know I DJ.
Yeah.
DJ Taquitos. If you guys need a wedding, quinceañera, if you guys are getting married or anything like that, let me know.
I'm not pointing out my wife over there. Hey, we got somebody on deck here for our future wedding. Hey, here we go. We got somebody right here, man.
Hey, just let us know the date as soon as you know, and we'll book it right now.
Definitely.
And, you know, so I DJ, and my mom takes care of the business when I'm not here, which usually I'm out Fridays, Saturdays. But if you guys ever want to find me, you can find me for sure here Sundays, Thursdays, Mondays. We're closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we're open Thursday through Monday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. or until the last client leaves. That's a thing that I always said. We're leaving until the last client leaves. We can't leave before unless we run out of meat. And I'll be honest with you, man. On the 2.5 years that we have been open, we have only run out of meat twice. You know,
wow.
Sometimes I see businesses be like so proud of like, hey, we're sold out. And I'm like, you know, are you doing your logistics good? Are you doing your inventory right? Like, you need to have everything in stock. And out of the 2.5 years, man, I am proud to say only 2 years. I wish there could be many more times, right? Pero we have been close. We've been close to running out of meat in business day. So forever grateful for our clients.
Hey, yeah, that's when you do the inventory and you just kind of scope it out, do the head count. Okay, you know, we have these many people coming. Yesterday, we had these many people coming. It's always good. Everything that I've learned is it's always good to have too much than not enough. Definitely. Really quick, so if you guys are just tuning in, I know this is a pre-recorded video, so I'm going to act like it's live. But if you guys are just tuning in, we are here at Taquitos con Sabor de Chavarria. I'm here with Mr. Chavarria on the Now You Know Eagle Pass podcast. We are just now diving in a little bit of the origin story. A big, really quick, small business shout out. I want to take a big shout out to the Wagon Wheel, to Mr. Paco and Miss Selena. We love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, you guys are next, man. But hopefully you can provide all this because my Walmart mic's not going to work. All right.
Hey, I'm sure Paco will, man. Hey, they have that Piedras Negras Wagon Wheel coming up, and I'm excited for them. Like, what? Yeah. Like, that's crazy. Like, I can barely keep up here. Now imagine doing across the border. That's going to be crazy, but I know they can pull it through, though.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited for them. I'm excited to go try it out, and it looks really nice. The place, they should be coming out in September, so keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on them on Facebook, TikTok, you know, the Wagon Wheel Eagle Pass.
Awesome. And you know what? We're gonna mix it up a bit. You know, we're gonna talk about your establishment, and we're gonna talk about the origin story, and you know, mix it up. We'll go here and there because, dude, I'm like so excited. There's so much I want to go through. So one of the questions I do want to ask, and now that we bring the Wagon Wheel up, I think one of the things that no one has touched, I'm sure someone's gonna steal my idea out there, but that's okay. Is the customer service, man. You and the Wagon Wheel, dude, is just that's what makes the food taste better. You know, I come in, and your mom is such a sweet lady. I come up, and everybody, the whole staff just treats me really good. I never get any ugly faces. I never get like nobody wants to be here. And I think in the Wagon Wheel too, they have everybody smiling. Like I see Selena smiling all the time. She comes and sits next to us. That's what makes the food taste even better, I think. And I think that other like the commercial big businesses and franchises out here could learn a thing or two from customer service, from mom and pop places, and of course from privately owned establishments, man. So, I mean, how do you implement that? I think it's great.
I think, you know, we look at this as a company, and Because people might be like, hey, this is a food truck, but no, man, this is a company, and we gotta have a culture here. We gotta treat the employees like they're family members. Hey, we gotta ask them, hey, how's your day going? Is everything good at home? You have any issues? How's everything? Are you doing okay? We do care for our employees, and our employees care for us. So then they care for our business, and then they care for our clients. And I think the culture that you have within a company, it's always worth having. Taking care of your people, they'll take care of you, and they'll take care of your clients. And at the end of the day, the clients is what make this possible. So thank you to all of our clients for always supporting us in everything that we do. Recently, we came up with the idea of the Birria melt. And that thing is going crazy. So it's a Texas toast, 1 inch, melted cheese with meat in the middle.
Oh, man.
And then you dip it in the consomme,
Oh, dude. My stomach's growling already, man. So that's great. And, we want to hear more of the ideas, too. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about, so we talked about you living in Piedras. We talked to you with your experience with mom. Let's talk about your experience with your dad. Now, I think it all kind of binds into what inspired the business. Was it your dad that helped you inspire the business, or was he already inspired by it, or how did that all start and fit in?
So, my dad was a soñador, which in English translates to a dreamer. This guy would dream, if I had a problem, I would tell him, I'll be like, hey, Dad, I have a problem, I have option A or option B. And this guy was so wise, so smart. He would be like, hey, you know what? Actually do this. Don't do A or B, do C. And he would always come out with so many plans, and he was super smart, and everything, this food truck, the reason we're here today, it all goes back to COVID.
Oh yeah.
So
the C word. Oh man.
So we go back to let's go back to 2020. So when COVID happened, I was actually, a DJ. I was DJing every weekend. It was like, we were at the peak of the DJ. We were busy every weekend. I was living off just DJing, and I had enough money to save up for a food truck. A small food truck. And my plan, I went to Texas State. So Texas State, go Bobcats at San Marcos.
Hey, there we go.
So I went to Texas State, and I see food trucks, in 2016 on fall. And I'm like, what? We don't have that in Eagle Pass. We don't have food trucks at the day, because back in the day, people would be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to sell out of my house. It's going to be more safe. And then I go to San Marcos, and I'm just blown away, food trucks. Wow, it looks really cool. So then while I'm in college, I start saving up for a food truck, and I get my first food truck, and they give it to me. They deliver it to me January 2020.
Right, was that right after?
That was before COVID.
Oh, right before.
Yeah, COVID happened in March 2020.
I keep thinking 2019, man. I think that just screwed everybody up, including myself. So
sometimes I lose. I'm like, how old am I? I'm like, am I 25? Am I 18? Nah, no, but
Yeah,
I mess up my date, my years.
And that COVID just kind of took a big chunk out of everybody's lives, and I think one of the questions would be, how did you guys get through it? When I came here, I think it was, I moved here I think it was 20, like right when COVID was kind of starting already, and then everything started closing down. Downtown was looking like a ghost town. How did you guys get through that? I mean, of course it was tough for everybody. It had to have been tough for you as a business owner.
So honestly, when COVID happened, I didn't even know I was going to end up selling tacos for a living, COVID happened in March 2020. I already had my little food truck, COVID happens, and it's like, hey, there's not any more parties. There's not any more DJs. The business is dead. And people had given me deposits. So we were in debt with people like $16,000 because everyone gives you like $500. You had the whole year booked. So you're already negative there, right?
Yeah.
So COVID happens in March. And, I already had my degree from Texas State. I graduated in 2.5 years from Texas State in fall of 2018. And I was just DJing in the meantime. And I never secured a job because I was like, you know what? I'm doing pretty good at DJ. I'll move into the food truck and I'll bring the food truck to San Marcos. So COVID happens, everything dies. And then I'm like, damn, I need somehow to find a way to pay the bills. So I end up, no one was hiring people with degrees. At the time, COVID was happening, everything was dead. So I end up applying at Walmart here in Eagle Pass, and I end up as a night restocker. I was working 40 hours a week, 5 days a week, 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., and pushing carts, and everything was like, wow. I thought I had time to think about everything. And then I was at Walmart as a night restocker from April 2020 all the way till August. In August, I get COVID. And then at Walmart, they give you 2 weeks off. And, you know, before March happened, I had saved $6,000. That's all I had on me. And when I was working in Walmart, I couldn't save, you know. I got my first check for 2 weeks, $825. The payment of the truck was $800. I stayed with $25, you know, to pump gas.
Oh man.
And that was, you know, Walmart. I was grateful, you know, because I had a job.
Yeah.
And then I get COVID, and then I'm like, I told my dad and mom, like, you know what? I have my food truck there. I have $6,000. $2,000 we're gonna be for the fire suppression system. $2,000 we're gonna be for both rents, because I needed a place to put the food truck over there. I signed a lease, and then I needed an apartment to put the food truck, right? So I had to sign 2 leases. And that was gonna go $2,000. I was gonna say with $2,000. So I was like, you know what? Inventory, I'll survive. Like, traigo las ganas, you know, I want to make it. And then, you know what? So in August, I take the food truck, man. I already had the appointment with the fire suppression system over there by New Braunfels. And then as soon as we get on 35, we go about 20 miles, man. And the axle of the food truck breaks, you know. What connects the 2 tires broke. So now you're in Yeah, now you're in San Antonio, and I have to call a welder, you know. And I'm like, hey, I need someone to come pick me up. So that guy made a lot of money. I blew $6,000 on 2 days and a half in San Antonio, and I was back to $0, you know. And I'm back in Eagle Pass with a small food truck and no capital to get the business started.
Oh man.
So that was August of 2020. And then I had at the time, I looked at my schedule and I was like, I don't have any events, man. You know, I had never had that much freedom because I'm usually booked every weekend. So then I see what my buddies are doing, and my buddy Checo, he was at West Texas, and he was a gate guard at the time. And I was like, how do I do that, you know? And and I was like, how much are they paying? Blah, blah, blah. They were paying $20 an hour. And next thing you know, man, you know, I had a credit card. I charged gas. I charged my boots. I charged my PPE, my protective equipment and everything, man. Next thing you know, the next day I'm in Midland. And I'm working 12 hours, you know, from 6 in the morning till 6 p.m. And we're working 12 hours in Midland, man. And you have to actually drive 1 hour to location. You have to drive 1 hour back. And then you're leaving with 12 people. In one trailer, there's 6 beds on this side, there's 6 beds on this side, and then there's 2 restrooms. So next thing you know, I'm in Midland. Did I ever picture that? No, but, you know, because of COVID, I was there. So next thing, August all the way till December, I'm in Midland working every day. Out of the whole time there, I only got like 2 weeks off. And, you know, that's only 2 weeks I came back. At the same time, Dad started feeling sick like in April. And then they're like, hey, it's cancer. So Dad gets diagnosed with cancer, and I'm over there in Midland, you know. But hey, now aside from the regular bills and from being in the pandemic, now we have medical bills, which is like, I don't want anyone to have medical bills. Honestly, they just add up and add up and add up, and they're the worst to have, you know. So now I'm working in Midland, and all the way till December, I come back, and then I'm here on Christmas, and then I started opening the little food truck. So right now, you guys see in the back, those are 2 big food trucks, but it's not the first one. The first one was smaller.
Oh, man.
And I started selling papas, you know. I started selling papas, spiral potatoes. I think they know them as Texas Tornadoes potatoes.
Texas Tornadoes potatoes?
Texas Tornadoes, yeah. So we started selling that, man, and...
To try that. I'll have to try that one day.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, actually, people still ask for them, but I'm like, we're actually selling the tacos now.
It's gonna be the secret menu. Yeah.
So yeah, then we start selling potatoes, man, and then you know, on February 2021, man, my dad had already been cleared from chemo, so I'm also taking him back and forth to another city for chemo. And then on February 14, 2021, it snowed. It snowed in South Texas. Everything froze.
That was the great storm, the great ice storm of Eagle Pass.
And I was in the hospital with my dad, and there was a great doctor, a great surgeon in San Antonio, because at the time it's like, we don't really have money, you know. And he was like, you know what, I'm gonna be on call in this hospital, and that way your dad can get the surgery, come to the ER, to the emergency room, and, you know, just tell them that you have a lot of pain, and they'll send you to me, and I'm gonna be on call, and I'll do the surgery. So they were gonna remove the cancer, and it's February 14, and everything is iced outside. There's no food. You have money, but you can't order food. We're stuck there. And then they do like C scans on my dad and everything, and then they tell us that it's actually stage 4.
Oh man.
So that the cancer had spread to the lungs. And it's now imagine this is a scenario. It's February 14. There's ice outside. You haven't eaten. The doctor tells you this, and you have to translate to your dad that doesn't know English. So that happened to me on February 14, 2021.
Was that Valentine's Day?
It was Valentine's Day, and it was frozen. So that happened, and you're like, at this point, what else can happen to me? I already lost it all. And I told my dad, and I kind of tell him, hey, you know what? Time is limited. I did Googled on Google, everything. And I'm like, the most is 6 years. We have to enjoy what we'd have left. We come back home. My dad had gotten unemployed because of COVID, so we're both in the living room. It's fast forward. It's March already, the next month, and then on Compro y Vendo. You know what's Compro y Vendo, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Adrian Diaz from El Gran Sabor. Yeah, Adrian Diaz. Thank you. We're here because of you somehow. Adrian Diaz posted a food truck for sale on Compro y Vendo, and he was asking for like $19,000. And after the oil rigs, I had saved $9,000. That's all I had, That's all I had to my name, $9,000. And then I tell my dad, and my dad is like, hey, Andres, I have $1,000. And I'm like, okay, but we only have 10, what? I was like, nah, ya mi papá se le está yendo la onda. But then my dad was like, no, message him. And honestly, I was gonna, no le iba a hacer caso. I was gonna disregard my dad. I was like, you know what? This guy, no, he's going crazy, right? But le hice caso, and I messaged Adrian. And I was like, hey, Adrian, I have $9,000, and my dad's gonna lend me $1,000. Can we do something? And then Adrian is like, okay, how are we gonna do it for the other 6,000? Because he dropped it to 16,000. And I was like, pues, can we pay till December? It was March 22 when we were doing this deal. And he was like, hey, come talk. And then we went and talked with him. And then he's like, hey, pay me by June. And I was like, what else can I lose? No, might as well give it a try, So we take that risk. We get that food truck. We give $10,000 down. And, next thing we know, we're trying to figure out how to do birria. The birria, I tried it in Midland for the first time.
Oh, wow.
And now we are here, it was March 22. And next thing you know, March 27, we're already selling birria right here. March 27, 2021 was the first day we opened here. And ever since, nunca nos han faltado los clientes, I was in the griddle. I started cooking, and I never, ever turned back that day, There were so many clients, and, Igu Pass has always had our back ever since. And, that was March. We continued, and, right now we have 2 years and a half with Taquitos con Sabor. A great key for Taquitos con Sabor has been TikTok. Right now we have over 110,000 followers.
Oh, wow.
The last TikTok we uploaded has over 500,000 views right now. So thank you to those people on TikTok. There's people that come from Minnesota and we're like, hey, my kids saw you on TikTok. And sometimes the kids are staring at me and I'm like, I kind of feel like, well, what's going on, right? And then the kid is like, and then the mom is like, keep going. The mom is like, hey, no, he's your fan. He sees you on TikTok. He follows you on TikTok. That's why he's just staring at you. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, social media has been a big influence on us. And, so make sure you follow us on TikTok. Make sure if you have your food truck, if you have your business, just upload, man. Just upload content. And you're going to get more business out of it.
And I always thought TikTok was like one of the easiest video editing software ever. Like, I remember when I was, I don't know when Photoshop came out or these other, video programs. It was super hard. Even iMovie is kind of hard. But then you use like TikTok, and before they only had like, I don't know, I think it was up to 30 seconds or whatever. And you can add so much stuff, background music, effects and all that. So, I mean, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. And, shout out to all those followers there. It's been, and shout out to you, your family, man. That's a blessing, man. That's like everything that you talked about. It's like you remember, it was all in order, man. It was crazy, and I didn't even have to ask any questions. You pretty much went through it all, and that's really inspiring to me because that's like you started from the bottom, you hit so many bumps, and I can always. I will always remember and compare your story to, whenever I hear some of the, and I do hear a lot of some of the small business owners out here that are getting hit pretty hard. Man, you got hit pretty hard, and here you are, man, very successful. DJ, COVID's over, finally.
So the DJ gave me freedom to be like full time in the food truck, which I could never do. I was full time working here every day. One time in September 2021, things got back to normal. And I made a trip with my friend to Las Vegas, man. And we ended up on floor tickets for Banda MS. We were passing by and a guy's like, tickets. And I was like, how much? And he was like, $100. And I was like, where they at? Third row, floor tickets. And I was like, if you get us down there, I'll pay you the $100. So we end up there, man. And we got an experience in Las Vegas, floor tickets to the concert, man. There were a bunch of rich people around us. And that experience just set my brain, and I was like, what? Next time I want to be also here on the floor tickets. So I come back to Eagle Pass, and I opened every day from September 2021 all the way till December until I burned out. Figured out when was the slowest days, and then we started closing Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And now here we are, ever since that, everything that has happened to us is like, pues, ¿sabes qué? ¿Qué más no me puede pasar? Y le vamos a echar chorros de ganas. Currently, right now, they offered me a job. I'm also working Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, as a public relations, which is what I studied in college. And then Thursday through Monday, we're selling tacos. And then on the weekends, we're DJing. And sometimes we're DJing out of town. This July, all the first 3 Saturdays, we DJed in Del Rio. And then the Fridays in Eagle Pass. The last weekend of July, which was this past weekend, we DJed in New Braunfels. We had 2 quinceañeras back-to-back, Saturday and even Sunday. So it's like we're going to take all the chances right now because for everything that have happened to me, I'm like, no, we got to take advantage of everything that we can do right now, And it's been tough. We have learned a lot, but I can't complain, I love doing this. I never pictured myself, man, selling tacos, and then you start selling tacos and then it's like, oh, now you gotta learn how to make videos. And then you make videos and then it's like, hey, you gotta learn finance. Hey, you gotta learn how to do payroll. And right now people are like requesting OnlyFans. Oh, that's the next big project.
Yeah, it's gonna be the food porn. You're gonna have like the video just kind of dripping everywhere and on all over the tacos and everything.
Coming soon, el OnlyFans de Taquitos.
And it'll be I don't know. I guess you guys will have a price on that. We'll see. But if you guys are just now tuning in, this is Now You Know Eagle Pass podcast. I am your host Ruben Camarillo, and I am here with the Birria King himself, Mr. Chavarria of Taquitos con Sabor de Chavarria. We are hearing so much inspirational stories. I hope you guys are still tuned in. We've covered a lot of content. I didn't really have to ask the man any questions, man. We went over a very inspirational origin story, and we're going to kind of dive deep in more into the business, into the recipe and stuff. I definitely want to hear about that. But before we do, another quick small business shout out. Small business to Miss Carmen Rivana from Frank's Pizza. Man, if you guys haven't tried it, it is the first pizza in town, Frank's Pizza. If you guys, her menu is just totally expanding. It's got, they got pizza, you got subs, a lot of Italian food. Hey guys, you guys are craving some Italian food? Go to Frank's Pizza, the first pizza in town. All right, so let's dive into it.
Before we continue.
Oh, okay.
Let me place an order. What do you think? What do you feel like having today?
Oh, that's right, man. Dude, I'm forgetting. You know what?
What do you feel like having? Well, honestly, why don't we have the whole menu?
Okay.
Let me put an order, which I can actually just put from here from my phone. I'm gonna put an order of quesabirria. I'm gonna put a maruchan for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna put a birria meal. We can share half of it, and then I'm gonna put a quesabirria. Order of quesabirria. Perfect. And then let me just add a name here.
Guys, I can't believe I forgot about dinner. Like, I don't know. I mean, I have so much distractions going around, especially listening to the story. And I'm wondering if your sound guy's got to leave. He said he was going to leave at 9 o'clock, but he's still stuck around, man. Yeah, we're good. We're all right.
These guys are passionate about what they do, and that's the thing here. We're even passionate about tacos, passionate about DJing, everything. We got to give it our best, man, whatever we do. Which, this is a very podcast. We're trying, so we hope everything is coming out nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, and thank you for being here, man.
Oh, of course, man. Absolutely. Anytime you guys want to do like a promotion or do like a voice, I try, man. And I love, and again, like when I started this podcast, just a real quick, because this is about you, not about me. but I'll just throw a little bit of a spiel in here for you. I believe it was my wife that inspired me to do it. I actually ran for city council before, and that didn't go so well. I got my butt kicked. But I was all about serving the community. When I was in the military, I served my country.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, of course, man. And ever since then, that's all I knew how to do was serve. And when I got to Eagle Pass, I just kind of fell in love with the community. My wife showed me everything, everywhere. We've been around everywhere to even close to Mexico, man, and I just kind of fell in love with all the mom and pop places that we have here, and the parades that we have, and all the involvement with the small downtown, with the some of the small events. When we have, I believe, the market day at the lake, dude, it was great. And so I figured, you know what, I've always wanted to do something like talk radio, and when that ever happens, we'll see when it ever happens. But then I just figured, you know what? I want to do my part in serving the community, making the community better, bringing everybody together. Because I'm going to be honest, man. There's a lot of things, and nobody's perfect, but there's a lot of things in town that really divide the community. And my thing is I want to try to keep the community together, put aside everyone's differences, and come together, love each other, and so that's why I do this. I want to promote the small businesses. I want to promote all the events that happen, and for free. I know there's a lot of people out there, some of the news outlets, and of course they got to make their money, but I don't need the money, man. I just want to see smiles. I want to see everyone come together, and I want to see all the small businesses become huge. I was actually going to ask, and I've always wanted to ask this: would you ever be considering like actually having a restaurant, or did you want to actually just kind of stick it to the truck?
Honestly, I think the food truck business is booming right now.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to stick to food trucks right now. We did run into some issues, man, on how to serve faster. So at a certain point, for example, right now, we got the parking lot full. But at a certain point, we had to reschedule, we had to redo everything the way we did. The line of produce, how we make everything, we had to swap it up because we couldn't keep up with demand. And I thought the answer was a restaurant. But no, we just had to redo everything, Sometimes even changing a table for a table that's a refrigerator, which we just got, it makes a huge difference. Also, how I order right now, right?
Yeah.
I ordered through my phone, and that's a POS system that we just got. Because back in the day, we would do the notas, and we put them on. Then we would lose notas. We get clients upset because, hey, where's my order? Pero we went into a POS system that now it makes us faster. It tells us how long we're taking on the orders. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not very proud of it. Well, actually, I'm proud of this. So before we did the POS system, we were taking about 45 minutes, sometimes on peak time, to pull an order out. Right now, we're taking about 15 minutes average because the machine tells us. Yeah. And it's also starting to concern my tias, how well we're doing. Because look, this is the thing, though. My tias pass, and they're like, hey, my mom's name is Nina. They ask, hey, Nina, ¿cómo le está yendo a Andrés? Porque no hay ni un carro. And, there's no cars because we're getting the orders out fast,
Yeah.
So now everyone passes and is like, hey, there's no orders. And then you see the TV screen and it's full with orders.
Oh, man.
So we have been focusing on how to get everything out faster. I don't think a restaurant's anytime soon. We're loving the food truck industry. We're going to stick to it. Maybe, for everyone that's listening right now, for everyone that's watching, I'll give you a hints up of what might be the next move for Taquitos con Sabor. And we might see you very soon in Del Rio, Texas. You're our next target.
Wow.
Del Rio, Texas.
You guys heard that, man. Del Rio, Texas, you guys expanding. That's awesome, man. You know what? I'm so glad to be a part of that. You just broke it down.
You're the first one that knows.
Yeah, and you also, that's awesome. And now we're going to have everybody know. And just for the record, you gave away your first name, and now I can't take the blame for giving away your first name. I know you told me that when we talked on the phone. You're like, nobody knows my first name. And then when we did the quick little promotional video, my wife caught it, and I was like, hey, I'm here with Mr. Andres Chavarria. You're just like, dude, you gave it away.
No one in Eagle Pass knows my first name. They don't even know my last name. So I'll be honest with you. My last name is actually Echavarria. It has an E.
Echavarria.
When I was 14 and I was becoming a DJ, I thought it was a great idea of removing the E because, if people would see on the streets, they're going to be like, hey, Echavarria. So it'll be like, hey, Chavarria.
Like you said it twice.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll get rid of the E, and it's gonna be like, hey, Chavarria. And it just stayed like that. No one knows my first name. Everyone calls me Chavarria and Eagle Pass.
Simple, smooth. It just goes, goes with the click of the tongue, man. All right. So as we're waiting for dinner, God,
it's coming. Oh yes, but you know what point I want to hit, Ruben?
Go for it.
One of the points is that, siempre hay un dicho en español que dice, para todos sale el sol. And that means that everyone has an equal opportunity to survive, to make it. And, I try to influence businesses here. I actually try and go eat everywhere. And if I see something, I'm like, hey, man, you can do this. Hey, the credit card, you can do this. Or, for example, I have one of my close friends, the one that gave me the job in Midland back in the day. This guy all of a sudden is like, hey, I'm going to sell pancakes. And I'm like, you sure about that? And then he's like, yeah, I'm going to sell pancakes. And I was like, okay. And then that guy right now, he goes to the marketplace. It's called Taquitos on Point. And the pancakes are really good. And he calls me every day about 3 times a day. Hey, should I do this or should I do that? And I always pick up and I'm like, hey, try this, man. Why not? And see, we try to influence each other. We try to help each other out. And yeah, he's doing pretty good right now with Antojitos on Point.
Oh man, that's awesome. Antojitos on Point. You gotta try that.
He's right here. He's in the cameras. His buddy always helping out.
Yeah, right, man.
That's Checo.
Nice big shout out there. You know what? And as I'm so glad that you mentioned that you're keeping it strictly to the food truck, and as they say, don't fix what's not broke. And that's great. And we're always going to be excited to see you right here at this corner. I mean, I actually live down the street. I mean, a little down the street on Paseo Blanda is heading towards Bib. And like I said, I think this is one of the first spots, like when you guys open. And as you were talking about, like how you guys evolve, like with the systems you guys have, I don't even remember. I think we came and, I really didn't care that it was a wait. I didn't even. The food was great. It was worth it. You know what I mean? So, and I know there's a lot of people can be impatient. And was that a message for us? Was that we good?
I'm gonna take off.
The audio guys are taking off.
Oh no!
No, but it's fine though. It's fine. We're almost there.
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry, man. If I kept it too long, I'm sorry, brother. Okay. Well, we're gonna continue. Our sound guy's gonna take off, and we can't keep him here any too longer.
Hey, but the food is coming, Ruben.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yes,
I can wait all day for it.
And going back to that promo you did with Wagon Wheel, actually, Paco's a good friend of mine, and I was like, hey, I'm doing pretty good on TikToks, man. Give me your account. And he gave me his account. Boom, the first 3 videos, we reached like 150,000 people. 50,000 another one, and then 50,000 another one, and 60,000 another one. So, yeah, I also have helped the Wagon Wheel. They're friends of mine, and the food is great. What's one of the items that I think people don't talk about it much there is the turkey, the smoked turkey,
Smoked, you know what?
It's really good.
I haven't tried it, man.
I'm telling you, it's a secret menu.
Oh man,
gotta hang out with
you
us.
Listening, Paco? I'm coming for that turkey, man. I'm gonna try it. I gotta try it. So, you know what? And speaking of Paco, I know we were promoting the podcast episode, and I know he chimed in and he's like, "Hey, I want to crash the party." He said, "Hey, man, you're more than welcome." And my wife was like, hey, did you invite him? I said, well, yeah. I told him it was August 4th if he wants to come. I didn't want to stress it out because I know this was your thing, so I didn't want to just invite him.
No, I'm surprised he's not here. He always comes and eats at least once a week. He's here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he hasn't come this week yet.
He hasn't come this week, so he might show up later on.
He's probably busy with the Piedras project, man. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. But hey, shout out again, Mr. Paco. Hey, we're here. If you're listening or you're watching, oh shoot, it's pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded, yeah.
Well, you know what? Next time. But you were more than welcome to come over. It would have been awesome to have you on the spot.
Oh yes, Mr. Ruben, have you looked back? Look how beautiful that looks. All the clients are supporting us, man.
Yeah, dude, definitely.
They're all listening to us also. They're actually listening to us. So
awesome.
Thank you to all the clients at Taquitos con Sabor. Thank you to everyone that makes this dream possible.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to the community. Yeah, you guys are what makes everything possible, what makes the community grow, what makes the small businesses grow. Hey, you got to love Eagle Pass, man. So you know what? Shoot, I don't even skip down yet. Did I skip anything? Okay. Well, you know what? We're going to go with a quick one more shout out. I'm going to shout out to my partner, Miss Sandra Ruiz, Miss Hola herself. Hey, man, thank you for your inspiration. Keeping my head up. there was a point in time where I would be down and wondering if, hey man, is this for me? Is this something that I can do and try
Look
to
at
make
you
a
now.
difference? Yeah.
Look at you. Looks great, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
And sound great.
Thank you so much. Hey, this couldn't have happened without you guys, man. This is great. Thank you so much. This is such a blessing to be able to cover you guys and with this equipment. I was actually stressing and like, dude, this is the guy from Taquitos con Sabor. How am I gonna do a huge podcast with him with my super cheap mics and my little iPhone? You know, but and then you said, hey man, we'll cover it. I got everything. I was like, really? All I gotta do is bring myself? Dude, that was great. I was so stoked, and I appreciate that so much, man.
You know, a lot of people use the equipment as an excuse, and I'll be honest with you, we didn't have no camera, and we gained over 100,000 followers just with an iPhone camera. So the thing is to get started. So if you're right now watching a TikTok, you know, get started with it. You don't need a huge camera. You don't need an expensive camera. You don't need an expensive mic, you know. Just get started, and everything todo se va a acomodar como vas creciendo y dando, you know. So
that's all it takes, man. Just a little elbow grease.
So just keep grinding, man.
And thank you to you guys mentioned thousands and thousands of followers, and I only have like what I think I just only hit 300, but hopefully that'll go up.
It might blow. It might just blow with this podcast.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna put me on the map, man. Just like you guys put Eagle Pass on the map.
Hey,
so.
That's our slogan, man. So a lot of people are like, hey, you're competing with another food truck and another food truck, and I'm like, honestly, we're not competing with a food truck. I want to compete with. I don't know if we can even mention it, but I want to compete with a casino, you know? That's what's bringing customers and people to Eagle Pass. That's how I want to compete, you know? And that's why our slogan is we're putting Eagle Pass on the map. Hey, right. Dinner is here, man. Amazing.
That's right. And you know what? Speaking of which, I went, oh, yeah. Hey, it is here. Ooh, perfect. All right, man. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, so we're going to unbox this, man.
All right, let's do it.
So you have in your hands the Birria Maruchan.
Oh.
They got us some napkins.
My new absolute favorite, by the way. I tried it and it was delicious.
Oh,
I'm gonna try it again.
Look at this beautiful. Which camera are we getting? That one? Look at those tacos, man. They have cheese. Those are the quesabirria. Those are the best sellers. Those are why people are going crazy, man. They become addicted.
Oh, yes.
But, you know, this is the invention that I'm most proud of, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a napkin?
Yeah, we do.
Here? Yeah, oh, sweet.
Going.
Dude, I kind of like splattered your screen a little bit. I am very sorry, man. I just kind of opened up and just went everywhere.
So look at this, man. This is going to be the birria. Look at this beautiful thing. Oh, my gosh.
Dude, that is awesome.
This is 1-inch Texas toast, man.
I haven't even tried it yet. Yeah. I gotta try that one.
Look, let me fix this here.
I am gonna unbag
tell me, please, you like cilantro and cebolla. If not, we can be friends.
Oh, I
man.
love cilantro and cebolla, man.
Yeah, if he said no cebolla, we can't be friends, man.
We'd be like, cut. It's over.
We're done, because the cebolla and the cilantro, man, is what adds flavor, man.
Oh, man.
Look, I'm gonna put you 2 tacos in here, man. I'm gonna give you that plate to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay with this one. You know, so
I'm gonna make a little plate here for my lemons and stuff. So
yeah. Here's a little tutorial. So you're gonna put your cilantro, you know, on your tacos. Right. You're gonna put make sure you add cilantro, man. You're gonna put the little cebolla.
Is this one for me?
Yeah, those 2 tacos are yours, and that's your half.
I'm gonna put this up the front, and then we'll look at that and stick it.
Yeah.
All right.
And the best thing here is the consomme, man. The consomme, I'm proud to say it's about 16 different spices. My mom is the creator of that consomme. Even though she didn't believe this was gonna work, she made it work. Dude, and she's here with us today.
That's the magic. The magic lady is right behind us. Oh, wow.
And you know, but the guy that did believe in my idea was my dad. And you know, I'm sure he's watching right now. He passed away in July 2022 last year. So actually about a year ago. No. Yeah, no problem, and I appreciate it. You know, that guy gave us a lot of lessons, man, and that guy is the reason I'm here today. He was actually my first investor, man. He bought me some speakers, and that's why I became a DJ, you know?
Nice.
He had an $8 an hour job, and he still managed to buy some speakers, and everything else is history, you know?
Man, God bless, man.
Hey,
God bless.
I never paid him the $1,000.
Oh, I'm sure he's like, you know what? It's on me. It's on me. You know what I mean? That's awesome. All right. You know what? Did I lose my cilantro? What did I do with my cilantro?
Oh, actually, the cilantro, we put it in the bags.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we put it in the bags because then it goes bad.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Hey, the red salsa is super spicy. Careful with the red salsa porque esa pica 2 veces, compadre.
Didn't it? Did you try it, babe? Did you try the salsa? Okay, yeah, it was pretty spicy. I remember now.
Yeah, no. I wish you knew more Spanish, man, but when you'll understand one day when they say pica 2 veces.
Okay. You're gonna have to teach me that one, definitely. I'm sure she'll teach me that when we get home. I do need to fix on my Spanish, brother, for sure.
Man, you'll learn here in Eagle Pass.
Oh yeah, I've learned a lot. I've been doing okay.
Just keep hanging out here, you know, or come work some hours, man. That's how we speak Spanish.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, everybody I work with speaks Spanish, man. They all teach me. My wife teaches me, so I'm just kind of learning on the fly. So.
Man, se me cayó la semilla. All right, I got it out. Okay, man, are you ready for the first bite?
I am ready, sir.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna do a taco. All right, you put cilantro, you put cebolla, everything. All right.
Yes, everything.
So then you pick up your consomme, man.
Okay.
Make sure we get that in the camera, and then we're gonna dip, brother. Dip.
All right, let's do it. You hear that, babe? Dip, not pour. See, I told you. Oh man. I'm about to lose myself here. Man, this is delicious, man. Thank you so much. The texture is beautiful.
The meat, the cheese, everything adds up, man. The salsa, cilantro, you taste everything. That's what we call taquitos con sabor.
Oh man, it's exploding with flavor. Oh man, it is delicious. It's one of the things I fell in love with when I came to Eagle Pass, and I just could not get enough. Oh man, it is delicious. I'm gonna take another bite here. Grade A, the texture, the meat. Of course, you said exploding with flavor. The cilantro and the onions just make the flavor radiant, especially when you add the limon. You couldn't even tell. It just adds the flavor to it, man. It's just delicious.
Let me try something that I saw that went viral on TikTok. You know, hey, we have gone viral. I mean, right now as we speak, there's people commenting on that TikTok, man.
Really?
Yeah. So here's what went viral on TikTok. So you're gonna get your sopa, brother.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on,
Gina, your order's ready, Gina?
My wife's over there looking like, I want some now.
We'll put an order right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you put the maruchan in there. Oh, you know, and then you take a nice bite.
Dude, combo flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and steal this here. I'm gonna stick some of that on there also, man. Yeah. Just adding everything to it, man. All right, bottoms up, man.
I can never get enough. And here's the problem. You know what's the problem I have? When people order and they don't pick up their order. You know, it's not a problem. I take it home, but, you know, I get fat. I end up with that order at my house, and it's like, You know, and that's the thing. Like, I can never say no to birria. You know, you have the tacos there, and you're going to leave them there. I need to take them.
Yeah, man. That's a crime. If
And
you just left your order
that's how I
there.
gain some weight, you know. So don't miss it too often.
Yeah, don't do that to this man. He's trying. And I've also seen all those pictures on Facebook. You're sweating and making the gym. I'm pretty sure that was from all the orders that that people have been leaving, man.
Yeah.
How can you do that?
What do you think? Everything good?
Raquel, your order's ready, Raquel?
Dude, I'm speechless.
Hey,
Every time.
a big shout out to our clients. They make this podcast possible. They make our business possible. Forever grateful for you guys. You guys are what makes us. So thank you.
Definitely.
Hey.
Shout out.
And we hope more of these can happen. You know.
Oh, yeah.
What if we did it like weekly? You know. And now
Oh yeah, for
we're here
sure.
every week.
I would love to do that, man. That'd be a pleasure.
Getting fat together. You know.
Fatter. I'm getting fatter, man. I just tried to squeeze into this shirt that you gave me, and you know, you're gonna have to end up searching for that 2X, dude. Oh man, this is delicious. Thank you so much for dinner, man. This is the quesadilla tacos, and you know what? I'm still yet to try this.
The birria melt,
The
man.
birria melt. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a big bite out of that in just a second. I'm gonna take a quick breather. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do one more shout out here. I keep saying one more, but you know we try to do as many as I can. I am gonna do a small business shout out to the Loma Bonita restaurant with my pal Joe. He is the king of sopa, and he is the caldo king. Is it the caldo? Is the king of sopa or the king of caldo? Caldo, the king of caldo. Okay. Hey, if you guys want some good caldo, if you guys want to warm up when it becomes the cold season, or if you guys doesn't matter if it's hot. Hey, go down to Loma Bonita restaurant. They sell all kinds of good stuff, breakfast tacos, you name it. Good family fun, good family environment. Hey, get your breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's
really
down
good.
the street. Down the street.
Yeah, down the
Loma
street.
Bonita.
Except for Sundays. Hey, Joe,
that's a sad day.
Yeah,
Whenever you're craving caldo, don't crave it on Sunday.
I thought maybe Sundays was the day you can crave caldo, man. So, But all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of the melt. Now, is there any crazy combo that you add to it? Is there something that you
Honestly,
can add?
just dip it, take a bite,
Just dip it,
and
take
you're
a
gonna go
bite?
to heaven back and forth.
Oh man,
Take
here
a
we
bite.
go. All right, dude, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna dip it in that consomme. Here we go.
Is that your first time?
Oh yeah,
It is your first time?
dude.
Hey, welcome to the addiction.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, babe.
She's just looking at us hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna. For the wedding, I'm gonna end up going to size up at this point. You know, dude, this is delicious. I can instantly taste
Jimena,
the
is
cheese.
ready, Jimena?
The toast is crunchy but soft. That's crazy. I can take a bite. I'm not having any hard time chewing it. It's not getting stuck in my teeth or anything like that. This is amazing. What I want to ask now that we're having dinner. What inspired you to cook? Was it something that you did when you as a kid? Is it something that you kind of watched your dad do or your mom do? What inspired that? And then what inspired the recipe?
I'll be honest with you, I never pictured myself selling tacos. Como quien dice en español, fue la necesidad, to make money, to pay for those medical bills. We just had to make something work. It happens that food was booming, during COVID. That's the only thing that never died on COVID. Food. Mm-hmm. So, and we were like, I tried these tacos when I was in Midland. A gringo shows up to my gate and he's like, man, you gotta try these tacos. And I'm like, nah, they're probably not good. And you know what? I was so bored in the middle of nowhere in Midland, Texas. So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try. I tried them. It was birria tacos. It was a birria noodles, in Midland, Texas.
Man.
That's the first time I tried them. I was like, we need this in Eagle Pass.
Oh, dude.
We gotta figure it out how to bring it.
Thank you so much for bringing it to Eagle Pass, man. This is great. And you know what? When we first saw you on Elder Eats,
Juan, your order's ready. Juan?
like we were so happy for you guys. Like honestly, how did that come about?
So, Elder Eats, thank you so much for stopping by. There's people that come like, hey, we saw you in Elder Eats. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Elder Eats. Yeah. This guy sends an email to us, and I'm like, this seems fake. It seems like they're going to steal my credit card information and nothing's going to happen. And next thing you know, I'm like, I'll reply to the email. I replied to the email. Next thing you know, fast forward March, and that's so odd. We opened March 27 and then of 2021, and then March 2017 of 2023, like 2 years later, whenever we start our 2-year anniversary, Elder Eats is here. And next thing you know, we're on TV. And next thing you know, the tias are wondering, like, what's going on with Andres? Like, what? He's on TV. And, it was a blessing to have him. It's a blessing. We never pictured we're going to come out on TV. And, forever thankful for everyone that, like, posts us, man. Actually, a lot of people post us on their social media. And we just keep blowing, And people, their friends come and try it. All the around towns come and try it. People from Piedras Negras come and try our tacos. And everyone tells us there's nothing like Taquitos con Sabor anywhere else. We keep coming back. And, it's the people that make us, that post us and everything, So we're forever grateful for them. For
Definitely.
People.
It's always a shout out. And hopefully they can hear us back there. Thank you guys so much for your support. Now they're just like, hey, getting ready for that. All they can think about is the quesadilla tacos or the whatever they're gonna get, whether it's the maruchan. That's something. That's another explanation that you owe, man. Like, how did you come up with that idea? Like, it was really tasty. I mean,
it was just a crazy idea. No one believed in it until you try it. Everyone's like maruchan, but you try it. It's really, really, really good.
Honestly, I actually said the same thing. Like, ramen, and then I tried it. Oh man, it was delicious. I actually had bought. I know I had posted something on the Facebook, and I ordered some tacos, and I said, you know what, I gotta try the maruchan too. And I kind of had to iterate to people that, hey, I can't eat all this stuff, but I'm gonna try it. It was delicious, man. It's like I had everything all in one bowl with the noodles. It was very tasty, man. It was great idea. Let me see. Am I running out of questions here? I don't think I've even asked that many questions, man. You've been running the show, man. I feel like I'm the guest of honor. Honestly, this is great. Thank you so much for dinner again, and again, thank you, Taquitos con Sabor de Chavarria, Mr. Chavarria. Without without you, this couldn't be possible to make this podcast. I'm very thankful for the equipment, for the setup, for your great team and all your support. This is great, man. And if I end up getting all these followers, it's definitely going to be because of you, man. And this has been a blessing, dude. It's really great.
Hey, no, thank you for having us. You know, a big shout out to Eric Ramos Photography. A big shout out to Coco and Taquitos on Point, Taquitos con Sabor. If you ever need a DJ Chavarria, you know, we got you. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. Make sure you guys follow us on TikTok, Taquitos con Sabor. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, you know. Make sure every time you come, you post us because that's how we get more clients. Make sure you mention us in your stories, you know, tell your family about it. That's going to be the best marketing where we get mouth to mouth, you know, people recommending us. And that's what I've been pretty good at. You know, thank you for everyone that makes it possible.
Yes, thank you. And you know what? I guess I can put a couple of secrets out there since I haven't really put them out. I am working on some projects. I am working with Mr. Paco and Miss Selena. I want to really touch base on their customer service. I know you've all seen Elder Eats and you've seen the food, but that's something that special about the customer service that just is out of this world. It just makes you want to come again and again. And when I go there. And actually, when I come here, you've had some out-of-towners. You had some out-of-towners come to just come to eat here, and it used to be, from what I hear, that people would just come out of town for the casino. And I don't hear that anymore. I went to Wagon Wheel, and I was like, hey, I saw some people that you think they're out of town. And I'm just like, hey, where are you guys from? You know, and they go, oh, we're from Alpine. Oh, we're from Austin. And so, oh, you guys came here for the casino? I was like, no, we came here for Wagon Wheel, man. I was like, wow, they're getting a lot of out-of-towners. So, and you guys had some out-of-towners too. I think it was one of these. I don't think you were here. One of these days I was here, and I went to order some food, and I asked where they were from, and I believe they said they were from Dallas. And they're like, hey, do you know anything about this place? I said, yeah, the quesadilla tacos are the bomb. I get those; they're great. I was like, are you sure? Absolutely. Like that's the signature. You got to try it. And it was great. They got their food, they were eating it, and that kind of made me happy, man. You just put the smiles on people's faces, and that's got to make you feel kind of some sort of great. You know?
No, yeah, it makes me really happy seeing people enjoying the food, coming and, you know, gathering, people having fun, like the old days, you know, you come outside, you enjoy the night, you go on a date, people coming on dates. It's just a great experience. And the thing here it's just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning of Taquitos con Sabor. Like, we have so many dreams, you know, that we got to make happen. And we can't wait for everyone to see them, for everyone to be part of them. We hope to grow as much as we can, you know. I am 25. So we still got a long life.
Oh yeah, making me feel old, man. I'm 30, 35.
35. Ah, you're still young, man. But you know, we're doing all this, and we're learning as we go. You know, we're learning how to manage employees. We're learning how to deal with problems, how to make stuff faster. Mom and Dad did not come from a restaurant family, so everything we're doing, we're learning as we go, and we are doing it because we really want to grow in the future. We want to be like, hey, ¿te acuerdas cuando vivíamos en Piedras y luego nos vinimos para acá y luego todo lo que pasó, you know? At the end of the day, we want to make my mom proud, you know?
That's great, man.
That's the main goal, make her happy.
That's great, and she looks very happy too. I go there, and I think that was the first lady I met when we first came, and I thought it kind of looked like she was doing it by herself, but I didn't know there was other people in the back. I wasn't sure if you were in the back or not. But man, she's great. She's hitting it hard, you know, getting everybody's orders in, and it comes right out. She's great.
Y lo que digo de mi mamá, no se agüita, you know. She doesn't know English. Y se le para alguien hablando inglés y 1, 2, Birria, and like she just pulls it through, you know. No, she doesn't know no English, and she still pulls it through.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's a blessing. You know, we are coming to a close. I know, man. We talked a lot about. We talked about your origin. We talked about your story. We talked about the making of your establishment. Oh man, these mics are probably so good I can hear like all the food in my mouth. It's kind of gross. But now, one of these things I wanted to talk about before we close, it's actually a couple things. The food industry in Eagle Pass. Now, I know we talked about competition-wise. When it comes to tacos, there's a lot of places that sell tacos here, man. You think about Eagle Pass, you think tacos. You know, I believe there's a place, Tacos Tus Compadres. There's all kinds of other taco trucks down the street. There's also ones on Del Rio.
All of them are good.
Yeah, and all of them are really good. So would you say like it's a competition, or would you say like this is something that you guys just kind of work in sync, and as you coexist, it just makes you kind of know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah. Now, I'll be honest with you. we're not competing. The only one I want to compete with is the casino.
Yeah, the casino. There we go.
We want to compete against them and be like, hey, you know what? Why you came to Eagle Pass? Oh, we came because of Taquitos con Sabor. But we're also going to go to the casino.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
We don't. We ask people, hey, we're coming to the casino. No, we're coming because of Taquitos con Sabor. So no, all the other food trucks, I really like. If they ever have questions about social media, about how to make TikToks, how to do payroll, how to do finance of the business and everything, they can come and ask us. I remember when I was gonna get started buying a food truck, there's a food truck called Mr. Victor.
Yeah,
the red one.
Mr. Victor, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. And I was what? I was like maybe 18 years old, So imagine 18 years old and I get to Mr. Victor and I'm like, hey, I want to buy a food truck. Can I see yours? And that guy, without hesitation, man, got me on the food truck and showed me his food truck. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I need this and that and that. And, he was very friendly. And, and that's our approach to everyone that sells tacos. And it could be everywhere. Actually, because of TikTok, man, we have a lot of network with other influencers that are in San Antonio, California, and they're all becoming friends. And some of them have come and visit all the way from like New York. And it's great just to be friends with everyone because at the end of the day we all grow together.
Yes, definitely, and that's something I learned too. And it's changed me. All the experiences that I've had, it's always gotten to one thing, and that's coming together, bringing the community together. And one of my slogans was being stronger together. And that's something I believe in, and so hopefully we'll get a logo soon. I do need to start brushing up on my logos and stuff. That's one of my slogans. I want to thank everybody who's watching. This. This is Now You Know Eagle Pass, a very special episode, and we are here at Taquitos con Sabor de Chavarria, and we are here with Mr. Chavarria. We just killed our dinner, and it was delicious. We tried the maruchan, we tried the consomme with the quesadilla tacos, and of course it was the what was the melt called again?
The birria melt.
The birria melt. Oh yes, it was delicious. And again, I want to. My wife's laughing at me.
She's hungry, man.
Yeah,
she's hungry.
She's like, damn it, hurry up and end.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are going to come to a close. But I just want a special thank you to you guys. Shout out to all the small businesses out there, guys. I'm all here for you. We're all here for you.
If you guys want to sign up, start signing up for a podcast. It's going to bring in more business to you.
Absolutely, I would love to, and I'll try. And I love to give, and I love to see the smiles and just promote. That's been a very good passion of mine is talk radio. But you know what? When I ran for city council, one of my biggest passions was to protect the small businesses, and that's what I plan to do. You don't need a title to serve. You don't need a title to serve the community or to make the community better. That's one of my good friends, Sandro Ruiz, told me, man, thank you so much. You've been an inspiration and kept my head up, and I'm always going to live by that. And I want to thank my wife for making this happen. She pushes me all the time. My biggest supporter since day one. And she's looking at me like, yeah, you better thank me. But no, just joking. But no, she's been the neck and I've been the head, and she I can't turn without her, and she's been pushing me. I actually was dying from work when I came home, and she's like, you can't. I wasn't thinking of canceling, I promise, but she's like, you can't cancel. You cannot cancel this guy. It doesn't matter if you're working or if you're up all night. You're gonna go do this podcast. And I said, hell yeah, I'm gonna do the podcast. But again, thank you guys so much for making this happen. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us, and for all the viewers that are out there, and all you foodies, all you food lovers, man. Muchas gracias. This has been a total blessing. Is there anything else that you want to say to the community before we close?
Yeah, I wanted to touch base on something to our TikTok followers or the people that always ask me, like, hey, how do I get a food truck? Man, there's these guys in Houston, Texas. They're super friendly. They answer really quick, man. Their name is Quality Welding Services, HTX. If you guys ever need a hood system, these guys know the backbones to all the counties, everything, all the regulations you need. You can find them on Quality Welding Services, HTX. They're really good friends of ours. We have a problem here at the food trucks. They send everything fast. So I strongly recommend, if you guys are looking for a food truck, those are the guys to go in Houston, Texas. Hey, but Ruben, thank you so much for coming here, man. I appreciate you, and we hope we can get this ball rolling in Eagle Pass, where you make more podcasts for more different small businesses. It's beautiful. The community is beautiful. We're forever thankful for Eagle Pass. Thank you for the community, thank you to all the people, to the people that make this happen. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you guys follow Taquitos con Sabor on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Próximamente el OnlyFans,
Coming soon, OnlyFans.
Very soon. Y barato. Ya estamos ya pidiendo permiso en las últimas para que nos lo aprueben. But no, thank you so much for your time, man. And we hope to see you very soon. Come swing by, eat. Everyone come enjoy the food. Make sure you guys post us, and we forever appreciate you. You can find us on Google, taquitosconsabor.com. Our menu's there. The map to get here is there. The business hours are there. Everything is on the internet. So we hope to see you very soon here in Eagle Pass, Texas at Taquitos con Sabor. Ruben, thank you so much, man.
Of course, man. Thank you so much. And you know what, guys? Hey, if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
We'll see you guys next time, guys. Hey, take it easy, Eagle Pass. We love you, and we'll see you again.
Gracias. Nos vemos. Hasta la próxima.